Welcome back to the channel, guys. Happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day for whoever is celebrating. And it might be the day that we're getting a massive dump on Bitcoin. Plus, I'm also in a new trade. That and more in today's episode. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment and share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Without further ado, let's start diving in. And I have to say that I have completely accepted my fate. I think I need to trade forever because I am not like this guy in the comments, Trevor Allen 8823, who says that he's been holding BTC since $100. Jeez, what a lucky guy. But yeah, therefore I think I need to keep on trading. With that being said, a couple of our trades really nicely played out this week. I was not able to catch them all, but if you've been following the channel, then you saw me talking about this week, the beginning of the week, that we had a very nice confirmed bearish divergence here on the 1 hour. And eventually that led to another long area. When I made that video, price was approximately around here. I was looking for another push up to then get into the short and trade it lower. And I said the second option is that we're getting a very slow grind. That will not be for me then a reason to get into the trade. That's completely fine. But then I have a long trade lined up right here. And that is a trade that I took. If you have seen the last video there, I talked about the trade review. I took this long here on Bitcoin together with two altcoins. And the reason why I took that long is because we were hitting a very important point of control. Plus we had two anchored VWAPs. And those VWAPs, one was from the bottom, measured from this bottom right here, and one was from the top, measured from here. And that is something that you do not see a whole lot. There was even a little bit more confluence. I was thinking, yeah, this is almost a given, because if you don't see a reaction on such a important area where there's so much confluence, yeah, then eventually I think you're gonna dump much lower, because if there's no buying power there, that is a super bearish sign. Anyways, I got mostly out of the long trade right here once we were taking out the liquidity above all of these highs. Then we went a little bit higher, and yesterday had a small scalp here in this area, nothing too major. We lost a level, and then that was a reason for me to go short. I also took profit. I just aggressively moved my stop loss above the highs and eventually got stopped out. It was a scalp, nothing too significant. And now we are hitting here a point of control. This is really a line in the sand. It is 107,650. 107,650. If we do not hold this current level, this current point of control, then I'm afraid we are going to revisit these lows. I'm pretty certain that will happen. And then actually there's only one line in the sand that I have, and that is 104,680. It is an SFP from these lows right here. So then you're taking out this low and you're taking out this low, and that really needs to hold, because if that doesn't hold, oof, then it can get very ugly. So you want to see something like this, a dump, a quick buyback, reclaim of the level, and then to go higher. We're definitely on the lookout for that long trade. Let's say that doesn't happen, then I'm going to be honest, I have pretty bad news for you, because there is just not a whole lot underneath here. I still have a few levels. What those levels exactly are, you can find out in the Discord, which is completely for free. So if you want to join that, click on the link in the description. It will lead you right away to the Discord. Like I said, it is 100% for free, and there I talk about some local ideas, some levels, some trades, some setups that I'm thinking about. But to be very honest with you, if we are not establishing some kind of higher low here, a bigger higher low, then we are really going to take this out, because this low that we created on a Sunday, which I, by the way, didn't caught because I was not trading on a Sunday, that is now one that needs to hold. Because if we're zooming out and just going out here to the 12 hour, just to make sure that you have the whole range, you can see that we're in this flag pattern. That is that green channel that you can see. And we came in, and price is now just zigzagging, right? And the question is now, are we breaking out or not? If this is really a good low and we're going higher, we can make a higher low and then to go higher, but you do not want to revisit this level. If you do, so if you're going to lose that, let's say 103, 104, you're definitely going to revisit this, and then you're also very most likely going to revisit this area, and that is already a heck of a lot more bearish, because then you're also really losing the market structure on a much higher time frame. So eyes out now on how deep this is going to dump. Now quickly then over to the current trade that I'm in, and that is that I took a long from the current level, so this point of control. I am going to be very honest with you, it doesn't look all too good, because if we're looking here on the 1 hour, market cipher B is not bottomed out yet, but the initial reaction actually was pretty good. If I then look on the 30 minute, then you can see that also here not really a bottoming sign, and the money flow here is pretty bad. And also if I look even deeper into some other time frames here in the 15 minutes, yes, we have a green dot, but man oh man, it looks quite bearish actually. So I am fully accepting to get stopped out of this trade. And I also accept the fact that it is today the 4th of July, the regular stock markets are closed, and therefore also the trading volume is way lower than on normal days. So this also might take some time to play out, but I just took the long with the idea is, if we cannot hold that current price level and we are going to really lose it, close a hourly candle underneath that point of control, very most likely we are going to revisit that 105, and then everything will look a heck of a lot more bearish. So it really is a do or die moment for me here for BTC. If we eventually lose this level and maybe even backtest it, it could even be a short for me, and then I just try to recover that long trade that I then lost. So just to be completely transparent for you, not every trade works out, but I keep my risk management in check. I longed it with a very small amount. If I'm correct and this is the higher low, yippee-ki-yay, then it will be a huge win. If I'm wrong, then it will be a slight loss. So this is right now how I'm looking at the market. Of course, I'm hoping for a higher low, because if we lose it again, it will be a bit more bearish, and you're also then losing that channel structure, and you really want to keep on making higher highs and higher lows. But we need to be honest that there is just not a whole lot of support underneath these levels that I just marked out. If you guys agree with me or not, please let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. And when you're down there anyways, also make sure that you like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. And see you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.